Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self Healing. Today, I wanted to talk about the light body, the role of the light body in self healing, in health. When we talk about health, we normally only talk, hey, Deanna, thanks for joining. Howdy. Normally, when we talk about health, we think about the health of our physical body. But we don't talk about the health of our light body. So, what is the light body? The light body is the energy body that surrounds and permeates the physical body. The light body is the structure of the soul, it is who we are. We are non physical beings here having a physical experience in these physical body vehicles. The physical body vehicle is the car that we're driving. It is not who we are. Who we are is the light body. Who we are is the individuated aspect of source consciousness. As an individual being, we each are unique unto ourselves. So, what that means is we are each configured differently. We each have our own unique configuration. Each one of us, as the souled being that we are, we have had thousands upon thousands, millions, billions of other experiences besides just this physical incarnation. All of those experiences we carry with us. We're not, when we step into these physical bodies, we form a collective state of amnesia. We forget who we are. We forget that we are the non physical infinite being as we get programmed into the collective consciousness, the hive mind. So, hey, Brenda, thanks for joining. So, as we get programmed into the human collective consciousness, we forget our individual consciousness. We forget who we are as the unique individual souled being. So, who we are is not physical. The body is physical, but that's just the car that we're driving to have the experience. We are the non physical being in the body. Our light body is the electromagnetic field of energy that surrounds us. It is the chakra system that is within us. It is the meridians, the energy ley lines that are inside our body. When we think of our physical health, that physical health is directly determined by the health and alignment and clarity of the light body. The light body houses all of the non physical aspects of us. Those non physical aspects are thought patterns, our memories, are all kinds of electromagnetic signatures. And hey, Lisa from Virginia. Woo! Thanks for joining. Mary, Kinsey. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining today. So, as non physical beings, we have to step our energy down. We step down our light. We are light beings. We step that light down. We compress the light until it turns into a physical form. Our light body is the structure of compressed light that is in and around our body, and that forms this electromagnetic field. So our thoughts are electrical and our emotions are magnetic, and that is all part of this electromagnetic field of our light body. So when our light body is out of balance, when our chakras are shut down, when our chakras are out of alignment, when we have all kinds of fear-based thoughts running through our systems, these are directly related to the shutting down of our chakras. When we want to be vibrant and radiant and healthy, we have to look at the health and balance of the light body, because the light body is the interface between the non-physical and the physical. Every single thing that happens in our physical body is coming from the structure of our light body. Nothing can happen in the physical body unless it is happening in the light body first. So our physicalness, everything in our own life, is a direct reflection of our thoughts and beliefs. So the way that this human game is set up, it's a giant hologram. This is quantum physics. Quantum physics has has proven that we live in a holographic universe. So that is like living on the holodeck of the Starship Enterprise. And it's like a great big virtual reality simulation. And the way the simulation is designed to work is it is designed to directly reflect our every belief. Our every thought pattern gets reflected back to us. Right now, we can see in the collective reality that the collective human consciousness has a belief that viruses attack our bodies. So that belief is what is playing out in our physical reality. On the personal scale, every single thing that each one of us believes about our lives, about ourselves, shows up in our cells. Everywhere we believe that I'm not okay, that shows up in the physical body. I'm not worthy enough, that can show up in our finances. Um, I'm not I'm not strong enough, or I'm not quick enough, that can show up in our bones and joints in our physical body. All of our beliefs get reflected back to us in one way or another. And when we start to pay attention to our light body, and we start to balance out our chakras, we start to open those meridians, we start to pay attention to the layers, to the mental body, the emotional body, the causal body, the Christed body, when we start to look at all the different layers of our non-physical body, the light body, and we start to bring those layers into balance and an alignment, it's like taking our car, the physical body, and giving it a tune-up so that it runs at optimum performance. When we go to the doctor never looks at the light body. The doctors, if you talked about the light body to a doctor, they'd probably look at you like you had three heads. But it's the light body that is generating everything in the physical body. So if we're not aware of our light body, if we don't have the tools to start managing our light body and balancing it and clearing it and fine tuning it, it's like driving the car without ever getting the oil changed or the wheels aligned or getting it tuned up. We just drive it and drive it and drive it until something breaks. Well, we don't have to do that. You don't have to drive a car till it breaks. You can just simply go in and get a tune-up, get the oil changed, get everything kind of checked over. This is what we need to be able to do for ourselves. We need to start being able to look at our light bodies and recognize that we are the non-physical being. We have to start looking at the non-physical parts of ourselves. And when we do that, the physical part of ourself is what benefits. Because when our light body is balanced and tuned and aligned and cleared, the physical body simply follows suit. But when that light body is shut down, when the chakras are all out of balance, it's like having the wheels of your car completely off balance. So we're driving down the road wobbling. We don't need to do that. And all it takes is some simple shifts of perspective so you can start to look with your third eye, so you can start to look at the non-physical aspects of yourself. So on a banana, hey. Oh, hey, Dad, you're here too. Wow, look at all of you guys. And Lori, look at everybody. Thank you all for joining me today. So I hope this is making sense. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat and I'll be more than happy to answer. But today I just wanted to bring your attention to the light body and how critically important it is. And have you start to see that your physical health is dependent on the health and clarity and alignment of your light body. When that light body is in balance, your thoughts are in balance. When that light body is robust and vital and radiant, when it allows your light to shine, when your light is shining bright, your thoughts are clear. You're happy. You're operating at a higher vibrational state. When your light body is all out of whack and your chakras are shut down, we end up in fear, in doubt, in guilt, in shame, and blame, and anger. All of these things are the results of having light bodies that are way out of whack. When that light body is out of whack, we can only operate to the level of clarity that's in the light body. So when that light body is vibrating at a low, slow wobble rather than a high, refined vibration, we operate as the slow wobble. We operate as the guilt and the doubt and the fear. All of those are low, slow, dense frequencies. The higher we can vibrate, the happier we become. So the more we get this light body into alignment, the happier and healthier we are. When we know how to manage that light body, we know how to manage our health. When we get ourselves out of fear, we are able to manage our health so much better than when we are running around in fear of the unknown. So today I wanted to just start out. Oh, let's see. Patrick has a question. Hey, Patrick, can you share one step of helping the light body? Sure, absolutely. One very helpful thing to do is to ground your light body every day. And what that means is to take your light body and connect your energy to the center of the earth. Mother Earth has a fabulous way of helping our bodies rebalance themselves. So just like we live in this electromagnetic atmosphere, there are thunderstorms, lightning strikes going on around the planet all the time. That is because it's an electromagnetic atmosphere. We are living in that electromagnetic atmosphere. Because our light body is also electromagnetic, our light body can gather a whole lot of static, just like walking across the rug in your socks. When you scoot across the rug in your socks and then you touch something, you get a shock. Well, that's the buildup of static electricity. When our thoughts are running and running and running, that is an indication that we have a lot of static electricity built up in our energy field. So if every day you connect your base chakra, the chakra at the base of your spine, you can feel like you're growing a long tail from the base of your spine down into the center of Mother Earth and wrap that tail around the diamond core of Mother Earth and breathe with Mother Earth. Watch the energy move from your base chakra. Watch it go down that tail, that cord that's connecting you to the center of the earth. Then inhale, breathe that energy of Mother Earth up into your body, up into that base chakra, through that tail that you've grown down into the earth. Start using your breath to move energy back and forth between your body and Mother Earth, between your light body, those chakras, and Mother Earth. That has the effect of the same thing as having a lightning rod at the top of a building. So if the lightning strikes, it goes down those cords into the ground so it doesn't go into the building and fry everything in the building. This is the same thing. It's like creating your own grounding cord so that all of this static electricity that builds up as things annoy us and irritate us, as we look out into the world and see stuff that we don't like, that builds up that static electricity and it starts the mind running and running and running. So every day, if you ground yourself and use your breath to move the energy back and forth between yourself and Mother Earth, Mother Earth will help you ground off all of that excess electricity from your light body and start to balance out your chakra systems. So I hope that's helpful to you. Lori, doing grounding right and using a grounding mat. Awesome. Absolutely. But in addition to that mat, if you pay attention to your energy field at the same time, that's where the real power is. The mats are fabulous because they do a lot for us. But being able to pay attention to your own energy field is really critical. So pay attention to how that mat is helping your energy field balance out and ground off all that energy. Good for you. That is awesome. Yeah, barefoot outside, definitely connecting to Mother Earth. That barefoot connection to the earth does so much for grounding off all of this energy. And when we do it intentionally, when we do that and we notice the connection, we notice the energy exchange between our bodies and Mother Earth, we start to notice energy. When we can start to notice energy, that's when we start to be able to create our own reality, because everything is energy and our reality is a configuration of our own energy. So when we start to pay attention to energy, we can start to maneuver energy. We can change energy. This is the nature of alchemy, is to change energy from one state to another. So when we are in charge of our own energy field, when we are in charge of this light body, we are then in charge of our health. So please take into consideration the role that the light body plays. Nobody talks about the light body in general media, in the healthcare system. They don't talk about this part, but it is a crucial part because it is the structure of who we are as the individuated piece of source that we each are. So who we are is not the physical body, but it is the light body. That is our soul. All of our soul memories are housed in our light body. Who we are as the souled being, as the infinite, perfect well-being that we are eternally, that is housed in the energy field around the physical body. So when we can start to pay attention to the non-physical parts of ourselves, which are generating the physical part, then we have the key to our healing success, because the non-physical generates the physical. So this week, see if you can start to pay attention to your light body. If you don't know much about your chakras, reach out to me. I'd be happy to put a class together to help people learn about the chakra system and the importance of it, and the role that all of our chakras play. And um, so in the meantime, practice grounding this week and let me know how it goes. Pop some comments in the Facebook group. Let me know how your experience with grounding is going. If you have any questions, please feel free to pop them in the Facebook group, Soul Sourced Healing. If you are watching this video and you are not part of the Facebook group and you'd like to come and join the fun, just look us up, Soul Sourced Healing, on Facebook. And my book is called The Simplicity of Self-Healing. If you'd like to start looking at your health from a slightly different perspective than the mass conscious perspective, than the perspective that we get when we go to the doctor. When we start to look at the non-physical parts of ourselves, we see more than what we do with our physical eyes. when we start to see the energy, we start to see the non-physical parts of ourselves, we start to gain grander levels of control over our health and well-being. And we start to take the fear out of our physical symptoms, because we can see that the physical symptoms have been generated from the non-physical, and we can track back and we can see, oh, this is going on in my shoulder. I know what the non-physical cause of that is. Let me make sure that I balance out the non-physical cause, which is creating the pain in the shoulder. This is the power of the light body, the power of understanding how the non-physical generates the physical. So I hope that was helpful to everyone. Thank you all for joining me. If you'd like to know more about me, you can check me out on my website, connectingyoutoyou.com. If you would like to learn how to heal your body, if you are struggling with a physical issue and you don't want to go the medical route, I'm your gal. This is my story. So this is how I learned how to become master of my own body. We don't need to go to the doctor all the time. Doctors can be very helpful. However, they're only looking at the physical body, and they're not looking at all the other parts of ourselves that are going into creating the physical circumstances. So if you are ready to take your health into your own very capable hands and learn the art of self-healing so that you are fully in charge of your own health and well-being, please reach out to me. This is what I teach my clients. So thank you again for joining me this week. And until next week, create for yourselves a great week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.